Hey, friends and family, this is SP with another news nugget, and we're going to be talking about Darian Vince, the guy that the 4-year-old came up missing while he was supposed to be caring of her, of his girlfriend's daughter. Well, his dad, Darian Vince's dad, is speaking to a YouTuber, and he's giving him a full interview. And I've got some of these clips, so I'm gonna share these nuggets with you.
You really wanted to tell, I guess, maybe, or point out the lies of Brittany, or talk about your son, because everybody's been wondering about him. I know he hasn't had a chance to speak. First of all, do you believe your son is innocent?
Yeah, I believe my son is innocent, and I believe his story. I know the story sounds far-fetched, but, I sent you all the pictures of him getting cut up and all of that stuff. So I really believe, either she got something to do with it, he been set up in some type of way, but I know he didn't do nothing to her because he loves her. He been taking care of her since she was 1 year old. You know what I'm saying? She ain't no type of mother. He's been the one taking care of the kids the whole time.
Well, how long have they been together? Do you know how long they were dating in a relationship?
Almost 3.5 years.
So were they together when the whole CPS thing happened?
Yeah, they were together doing the CPS thing.
Oh, but were they living together or no?
Nobody didn't tell people that when the kids got taken away, they went to Darian's mother.
Really?
Darian's mother had the kids, all three of the kids, for 6 months before they went back to the family, because her family wouldn't step up to even get the kids.
Leah fell. Whose home was it in?
It was in her mother's home, which Darian and Brittany stayed with her mother.
7 days to come out with the abuse allegations, the shower stuff, the things where he would take her to daycare and then bring her back home and do things and all that kind of stuff. What do you think about that? What do you have to say about that?
First of all, he has no way to be able to take her to daycare and come back home because he works 9 to 5. So how is he going to come home when he works a 9 to 5 job?
Did she work at all, Brittany?
He just got her to start working. She didn't work for the whole 3 years they've been together. He's been the one working.
Yeah, because I saw an interview, one of the videos the last video, where she mentions that she was home all the time. So it kind of struck me as a surprise that if she's home all the time, if these things are really happening, she just let it slide. She's the one that's home all the time.
None of those things are true about him. Like I said, he works from 9 to 5. So how is he able to take a child back home when he has to be at work? CPS is involved in their life, so if they miss any type of days, CPS is going to be on it because the case is still was ongoing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she had previous problems with CPS before Darian even came into the picture. There's been several instances where people actually have saw her punch the kid and stuff like that. It's just not even matching up. Why would you leave your child at home with him if he's doing all of these things? There has a CPS case open, so don't you think CPS has already looked into all of those things before they even sent the child back home with them?
He said he was unconscious for 24 hours. Do you believe that? Do you think he was unconscious?
He didn't say he was unconscious for 24 hours. He said he was going in and out of consciousness.
In and out of consciousness. That's true. Okay.
Yeah, they kept beating. They was beating on him. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear about the thing where they said that he was dropped off in that same vehicle that was stolen?
No, I haven't heard about that.
Okay, I heard something about there was some surveillance. The police said this. Nobody's seen it or anything, but that supposedly he was dropped off in that same vehicle. So
no, only reason why Darian was arrested was because the media was so heavy on my son's house, my other son's house, that he decided to take his kids and his wife back to St. Louis because they're from St. Louis.
Right, yeah, I noticed that. Okay.
My son Joe Jr. decided to take his wife and his kids back to St. Louis. When he got on the highway, he got pulled over by Texas Highway Patrol, right? Put guns up to him and had him get out the car, search the car and see it was Malia or Darian was in the car. They actually thought Darian was trying to leave town.
His name is Joe too, right? Your other son?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. They thought Darian was trying to leave town. So when they saw Darian was not in the car, they went back to the house and arrested him because they said he was a flight risk.
Right. I heard about that.
So that's why he was arrested. And then they came up with this charge of about something about a corpse or something like that.
Right, because they don't have a body or anything like that.
Right, and then the blood that they said they found in
Right.
the house was actually, if you look at the report, it says related to Malia because it's her brother's blood from his toothbrush.
Clean the blood, but
No, they said they saw traces of blood related to Malia,
Okay.
which was blood on a teddy bear from her brother and blood on a toothbrush.